Welcome to Public Safety Talk Radio, the podcast for all of our heroes in public safety, including law enforcement professionals, firefighters, EMTs, corrections officers, healthcare workers, and more. The show is produced by the POCUA and is founded upon its Soundness Initiative. This episode is sponsored by AmTrust Warranty and Specialty Risk, a provider of line-of-duty death loan protection through many of our POCUA institutions. I am Ken Bator, your host for Public Safety Talk Radio, and we're doing a financial highlight as we did a couple weeks ago on another time zone in the United States, and that is going to be the Pacific time zone, the time zone that I actually am located in, and we're going to start with the state of California because again, that's where I'm located here in Southern California, and that is also where our largest POCUA credit union is located, an awesome partner, which is simply the Police Credit Union of California, and we recognize that credit union here in the POCUA as the only credit union serving law enforcement families in the state of California, and there is good reason for that, because I can't think personally, especially as a member of the Police Credit Union, the only credit union in the POCUA where I am personally a member, I can't think of a product or service as it relates to financial services that a law enforcement family in the state of California wouldn't find at the Police Credit Union of California. They serve all law enforcement throughout the entire state. So whether you're in San Diego or Chico or Humboldt County or San Francisco, Los Angeles, San Luis Obispo, wherever you are, if you're a law enforcement family, you should be taking a very, very close look at the Police Credit Union if you don't already have them as your primary financial service institution, if you will. They're located in San Bruno. That's where the headquarters is, but again, they service the entire state. They also offer the killed in the line of duty insurance that you heard me mention a couple of weeks ago when we talked about Police Federal Credit Union of Omaha and Chicago Patrolmen's in the Midwest. They call their killed in the line of duty insurance end of watch debt forgiveness, but it is the same product, so definitely go and check that out. They're also one of the credit unions, one of three credit unions, the other two that we just mentioned in the Midwest, that offer officerprivacy.com. So check that out as well. But just very, very sound leadership. And I know that the CEO, Eddie Young, his son, if I remember it right, is a police officer. So we thank him for his service to the state of California. So definitely check out the Police Credit Union of California if you're located anywhere in the state of California. I also do believe that they serve all first responders in certain areas, especially in the Bay Area. I know that isn't the case in the entire state, but if you're a firefighter, EMT, paramedic in the Bay Area, you should look to them as well. So that covers California. Basically, when it comes to the Pacific time zone, we're talking, other than California, we're talking about Nevada, Oregon, and Washington. And that's where we go back to a credit union we mentioned before, which is the National Police Credit Union. You may remember that I mentioned that they are owned by the Chicago Patrolmen's Federal Credit Union, but the National Police Credit Union has a very, very strong presence in Nevada. If you're in Washington or Oregon and you're in a law enforcement family, I also encourage you to check out the National Police Credit Union. But definitely if you're in Nevada, if you're in Las Vegas, Reno, Carson City, I know that the National Police Credit Union serves several law enforcement families in that state. And obviously in those three states that I mentioned, Washington, Oregon, and Nevada, take a look at Police Mortgage. They offer loans, primarily mortgage loans, obviously, to first responders throughout the country. So if you're outside of California and you're in the Pacific time zone, take a look at Police Mortgage. I know that, as I mentioned a couple weeks ago in our highlight of the Central Time Zone, you've got a wealth of knowledge when it comes to home buying and loans of that nature. So definitely take a look at Police Mortgage. Take a look at what they have to offer and the content that they have to give you some guidance. But that covers the Pacific time zone. So Police Credit Union of California, the National Police Credit Union, and Police Mortgage. I am happy to recommend all three of those particular brands. So definitely look into them for your particular financial services needs in the West Coast, in the Pacific time zone. So take a look at that. So we'll continue this in a couple of weeks with either the Mountain or Eastern time zones. I haven't decided which yet. But next week, definitely join us because we will have another great guest on Public Safety Talk Radio. Take care and stay safe out there. Public Safety Talk Radio is produced by the POCUA. The POCUA is a consortium of financial institutions serving law enforcement as well as other first responders and public safety professionals. To learn more about our association and to find one of our credit unions or service providers near you, go to www.policecreditunions.com. And always remember, if you aren't working with one of our POCUA credit unions, you're just banking with an institution that just so happens to serve first responders. As a public safety professional, you and your family deserve better. Find a POCUA credit union today.